Oops, मैं नहीं हूँ तीस मार का. Allah की कसम मैं नहीं.
Hey everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And we're watching Tees Maar Khan. This is part 3, so if you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, why the heck not?
Oh no!
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
Yeah, just go to the description below. You'll find a playlist link there. Click on that. You'll be able to watch part 1, part 2, and then come back here for part 3.
Easy peasy. और अगर अब तक नहीं किया और ये वीडियो अच्छे लगते हैं फिर सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर करो और लाइक बटन पर थप्पड़ मारो. Some little camp? What is going on here?
Oh, it was to scare it was probably a drug thing or something because everyone is scattering.
Oh, like they're...
And that was what they were using to scare away the villagers.
Oh, like a defense. Okay.
Child labor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta save all the children. Yeah, I think you're right. They're like packages of like drugs.
Yeah.
So, accidentally, he ended up doing a really good deed for this village.
यहाँ हम गांजा उगाते हैं.
Ah, the ganja.
ये सारे बच्चे हमने हमारे काम करने के लिए तुम्हारे गांव से अगवा किए और बिन खोपड़ी के भूत का डर फैलाया था.
कुछ नहीं कर सके सूबेदार. आज अगर हमारे डायरेक्टर साहब नहीं होते तो
Come on, confidence.
आपने हमारे लिए अपनी जान जोखिम में डाल के इतने बड़े खतरे का सामना किया. हमने अपनी पूरी जिंदगी में ऐसा शेर दिल इंसान कभी नहीं देखा.
The lump on his head grows.
एहसान का बदला तो हम कभी नहीं चुका पाएंगे, लेकिन इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं हम. ये तरह हमसे पता लगा कि आप लोगों को पैसों की जरूरत है, तो हम लोगों से जितना बन पाया हम लोगों ने इकट्ठा किया. करीब 5-6 लाख हो गए हैं. उम्मीद करता हूं आपके शूटिंग के काम आ जाएंगे.
All their money.
लोगों ने ये पैसे स्वीकार करके हम पर बहुत बड़ा एहसान किया है. बस फिल्म बनाते रहिएगा, शूटिंग मत रोकिएगा. धन्यवाद.
Oof, that's messed up. And it's different when you steal from a bank. You're still taking their money, but
there's a little bit of an in between intercessionary,
Yeah.
so you don't think of it as hurting them.
जाने से पहले हम हमारे हिस्से से कुछ माल इन बेचारे भले लोगों को छोड़ जाएंगे. सच क्या बॉस? ट्यूब से निकला हुआ टूथपेस्ट और 30 मार खा की दी हुई जुबान कभी वापस नहीं जाती.
That's right. You can't put toothpaste back into the tube.
But if he continues to make a real film, you never know what it's going to come out with.
You're right.
अरे पागल हो गए हो दादा. अरे बुढ़िया ने देख लिया तो समझ जाएगी कि हम उसका पीछा कर रहे हैं.
स्मार्ट बॉय.
Smart boy.
She's already seen you. Keystone Cops.
दोनों को रोल मिल गया. वैसे एक्टर बहुत बुरे हो, लेकिन खैर कोई बात नहीं. लो पकड़ो, मैं भी शूटिंग पर आती हूँ.
I'll just ride with you.
Oh, wow.
Very risque for a village.
He went freaky, naughty. Oh, jeez, God. Not this kind of film.
गांव का गाना क्या पहना हुआ तुमने?
Right.
अभी कॉस्ट्यूम चेंज करके आती
हाँ
हूँ.
जाओ. Sound.
Yeah. Okay.
Sound, scrub that.
Yeah, scrub that.
एक मिनट. दोनों हुआ. किसका चल रहा है?
So they don't know how these commute. Over and out. Over. Roger. Over out. 10-4. Roger.
बचाओ मुझे, बचाओ. कैसा है?
What is she wearing? It's like a Spanish
Yeah, like
dress.
Spanish, cowgirlish, kind of.
आज के बाद आप मामूली इंसान नहीं, कलाकार हैं. जिस सीन की हम शूटिंग करने वाले हैं वो इस फिल्म की जान है, यानी कि सबसे महत्वपूर्ण सीन है।
इम्पोर्टेंट सीन है और मेकअप लगाओ।
I need more. I need more.
My face needs to weigh 10 pounds.
Exactly. Well, you know, it takes weight off of you.
ट्रेन में बहादुर शाह जफर का खजाना है, जिसे अंग्रेजी रेजिमेंट रानी विक्टोरिया बाई के लिए लेके जाने वाले हैं। वो अंग्रेज सरकार के तलवे चाटने वाले कुत्ते हैं। आप सब लोग क्रांतिकारी हो, जो इस ट्रेन को रोककर उसमें से सारा खजाना लूट लोगे।
मुखिया जी आप अपना डंडा, मेरा मतलब है झंडा लेके आप आतिश के हाथों में दे दोगे, वो भी स्लो मोशन में। आतिश सरकार, तुम झंडा हाथ में लिए पटरियों के बीचों बीच खड़े हो जाओगे, वो भी स्लो मोशन में। दिखाओ, ये हुई ना बात, पटरी के बीच।
Gets him run over.
That would be horrible.
मैं क्या करूंगी?
तुम रजिया सुल्तान हो।
वाह!
वो कौन है?
बहादुर शाह जफर की बेटी।
बहादुर शाह जफर की बेटी, और ये सारा खजाना तुम्हारे बाप का माल है।
माल है। मैं और रोलर्स लगा के आती हूँ।
Oh my.
ये अगर रजिया सुल्तान है तो पिंचो मैं क्या हूँ?
नहीं, शेख चलिए।
अरे यार, ये मजा आएगा। क्या है? ट्रेन आ गई सर जी।
Uh-oh.
That thing's moving. It's a short train,
Oh
but
my
it should be
gosh.
able to stop on a dime.
Well, I don't know. It's booking it, though.
दुनिया के ऊपर से कलाकारों, तैयार हो जाइए ओवर एक्टिंग की शूटिंग।
Get ready for some overacting.
बॉस, तुम्हें पक्का यकीन है ना कि ट्रेन यहाँ रुकेगी? और बॉस, उसमें जो पुलिस वाले वो हम पर गोली नहीं चलाएंगे ना?
10 मिनट में तुम लोगों को पता चल जाएगा, और मुझे भी।
Are we gonna get shot at? We'll find out.
आतिश बक्स से भारी होंगे, लेकिन मैं चाहता हूँ कि तुम खुद उसे अपने हाथों से उठाकर ट्रक में भरो।
सर जी, वैसे भी अपना स्टंट्स खुद करता हूँ।
Good luck.
He does his own stunts. I'm going to see him dragging him. Oh, jeez. This is so crazy. It might just work.
सारे लोग ट्रक में भाग रहे हैं। बेवकूफ चाहते क्या है? और क्या करे? सीटी बजाओ जब तक। अरे इडियट! ट्रेन की सीटी बजाओ।
Oh man, if they don't stop and it just runs all these people over, it would be so dark.
It would be very dark.
क्या करें? रोके कि चला दे?
अरे 200 लोग हैं, 200 उम्र कैद हो जाएंगे हमको।
It's just like, that look right there was so awesome. She's like, oh crap, I don't think it's gonna stop.
It's going to come right up to him.
कहाँ है मेरे बाप का माल?
मैडम, मुझे नहीं पता आपका बाप कौन है। अबे ये क्या अपनी शूटिंग की नकली गन से ठाई कर रहा है? ये देख मेरी असली गन। मारो
Wow.
You do the things you do when you don't know what's really going on.
Wow. And he gets all the labor too for all this. Because
Yeah.
if he was by himself, it'd be a lot to carry.
Yeah.
अरे माँ की आँख।
किसने बुला तुझे यहाँ?
अरे तू तो अपनी शूटिंग देखने कभी बुलाता नहीं है, तो मुझे मेरी होने वाली बहू ने बुलाया है।
बहुत भारी है ना? मैं हेल्प करती हूँ।
Wow.
दुनिया वासियों, गाना गाओ मेरे साथ।
Oh, jeez. It's hurt his back and all. God.
You did say get ready for some overacting.
Yeah.
मैं कमिश्नर को फोन करता हूँ। ओहो मेरा पुराना फ्रेंड हाँ हमें 30 मार का मिल गया सर वो यहाँ धूलिया में है सर बेवकूफो वो भारत का खजाना है 30 मार का भारत का खजाना चुराने आया है और मैं उसी ट्रेन में हूँ वैसे तुम लोग कहाँ हो क्या 30 मार का नजदीक है तुम्हारे क्या वो फोन पे बात कर रहा है फोन पर बात कर रहा है सर अटैक हिम नो सर
Oh, with a gun?
साले के बंदूक है
बंदूक है
स्मिथ एंड वेसन एक्सीलेंट अब उसमें से सारी गोलियां निकाल दो जैसा बोलता वैसा करो गोलियां फेंक दो एंड अरेस्ट 30 मार खा ओके सर सर हमने 30 मार्का को अरेस्ट कर
There
लिया
could be one in the chamber, so be very careful.
He got lucky.
की लुटती इज्जत बचाना और 30 मार्का को कैद करना दोनों बेकार है
Meanwhile, they're still looting the whole train.
गाओ मानो गाते रहो जाओ और मैंने कैमरा रख दिया है मुस्कुराओ गाओ आतिश बाबू गाओ गाओ
Oh,
just
so
leaves them high
sad!
and
It's
dry.
so
How
sad!
long
How
will
long will
they
they
just
go?
keep singing?
Exactly. How till they realize they've been duped.
They get tired and they're like, wait.
Is he going to drop money back at the bank? That's
Should,
the least
the
he
bank.
can. He
And- Yeah?
ट्रक की चाबी दे जल्दी
क्यों सारा माल क्या बैंक में डिपॉजिट करना है
नहीं मैंने अपने आप से वादा किया कि मैं कुछ माल गांव वालों के लिए छोड़ के चला जाऊंगा इजाजत नहीं मांग रहा हूँ समझे ना अपना फैसला सुना रहा हूँ और वैसे भी हम हमारे हिस्से से दे रहे हैं तुम लोगों को कोई लेने देना नहीं है चल चल चाबी निकाल अब जेब से चल बे
हिस्सा
इंस्पेक्टर होके क्रिमिनल की मदद करता है मैं हूं कमिश्नर खड़क सिंह भारत का खजाना लूटने में जिसकी मदद की है वो है वांटेड क्रिमिनल 30 मार खान क्या
Oh, you did not want to be correct on that.
Oh, he's so angry.
Yeah.
हम दोनों इसको बैंक में रख देते तू वो 2-in-1 का ध्यान रखना जल्दी जा
These two.
30 मार खान एक और बक्सा चाहिए अभी बेचते हैं ए बॉस ने एक और बक्सा मंगाया है
ओके ओके जोड़ी भाग गई
Oh no.
तुमने सालों को जाने की
Yeah,
दिया
it's all on the truck?
उसने बोला कि आपने बोला
मैंने कब बोला उसको हैंड इज अप अरे यार छोड़ना
Oh no.
इज अप 30 मार खान अब बोल
The chick is up.
चुपचाप अपने आप को मेरे हवाले कर दो धुरिंदर धुरिंदर नहीं धुरिंदर इंस्पेक्टर धुरिंदर
Hey, he's not messing
The
around
guy at
now.
the guard at the gate is going to tell him.
यू आर अंडर अरेस्ट 30 मार खान
For what?
30 मार खान यू आर अंडर अरेस्ट
Well, there's a warrant out for his arrest because he escaped.
आरोपी को पेश किया जाए ये सारे के सारे आरोपी हैं
Oh, wait, are they? They're pressing charges on everyone?
सारे गांव ने मिलकर डकैती की है इन्हें कड़ी से कड़ी सजा दी जाए मैं लॉर्ड शांति
तुम कौन हो भाई इंटरनेशनल फिल्म डायरेक्टर मनोज डे रामलन मैंने अपनी फिल्म की शूटिंग के लिए नकली खजाना मंगाया था लेकिन सर किसी कमीने ने असली खजाना भेज दिया और मुझे पूरा शक है स्टीवन पर।
स्टीवन
स्पिलबर्ग।
Steven Spielberg.
इसकी असलियत साबित करने के लिए मैं पेश करना चाहता हूं अपने दो गवाह, स्पेशल ऑफिसर्स चटर्जी और मुखर्जी।
Chatterjee and Mukherjee.
Yeah, these two.
योर ऑनर, हमने इसे पर्सनली गिरफ्तार किया था पेरिस से, लेकिन ये हम दोनों को चकमा देके चला गया।
यस योर ऑनर, यही है इंटरनेशनल क्रिमिनल तबरेज मिर्जा खान उर्फ तीस मार खान।
His own lawyer even spit his
on him,
water.
Yeah.
ठहर जाइए जज साहब, ठहर जाइए। ये मुजरिम नहीं, ये तो भगवान का अवतार है। डायरेक्टर साहब ने खजाने का ये हिस्सा बैंक में हमारे लिए छोड़ दिया था।
Wait, but that just means he stole it and left his share. That's like.
अगर ये मुजरिम होते तो गांव वालों के लिए खजाना थोड़े ना छोड़ते।
और क्या? और क्या?
आज इन्हीं की वजह से मेरा अंदर छुपा कलाकार जागा है जज साहब। अगर ये मुजरिम है तो मैं भी मुजरिम हूँ, मुझे भी सजा दो।
Oh,
Oh my
jeez.
gosh. He's still in character.
देखा मैं लॉर्ड, ये सब मुजरिम है। दीजिए सजा इन्हें।
देता हूँ, बराबर देता हूँ। अरे चुप करो तुम लोग, अरे मुझे तो बोलने दो। सारे सबूतों और बयानों को मद्देनजर रखते हुए ये अदालत तीस मार खान और दुनिया के सारे वासियों को मुजरिम करार ठहराती है।
Well, I mean, they admitted it.
Yeah. However.
एक मिनट जज साहब,
अब क्या है?
ये सारे लोग बेगुनाह हैं। ये लोग तो जानते भी नहीं थे कि चोरी हो रही है। इसलिए जज साहब मैं दरख्वास्त करूंगा कि सजा सिर्फ मुझे मिलनी चाहिए।
ठीक है, सजा तुझे ही मिलेगी। ये अदालत तुझे 7 साल के लिए सजा फरमाती है। जाओ।
Oh.
अरे 7 साल तो यूं ही जल्दी में गुजर जाएंगे।
अबे 7 नहीं 60।
Yeah.
केस डिसमिस।
It's easy to mishear.
60। मारो इस काले कोट को, मार।
Well, he's going to escape again.
हमें भी ले चलो बॉस। नहीं, मैं तुम लोगों को अपने साथ जेल में नहीं लेके जा सकता हूँ। तुम लोगों को बाहर रहकर मेरा अधूरा काम पूरा करना है।
बचा ही क्या है? सब कुछ तो चला गया, खजाना भी।
एक चीज बाकी है। माँ नहीं, सिनेमा।
Cinema?
भूल गए हमारी अधूरी फिल्म भारत का खजाना। मैं चाहता हूँ कि तुम लोग वो फिल्म खत्म करके रिलीज करो और जितना भी मुनाफा हो वो सब गांव वालों में बांट देना।
बॉस।
कि लुटती हुई इज्जत बचाना और 30 मार खां को कैद करना दोनों
बेकार है।
दोनों
बेकार है।
He's just undone his handcuffs.
And goodbye.
It's going to have a premiere.
Yeah. Wait, do they let him from jail? They take him to the premiere?
पहली बार एक डायरेक्टर अपनी फिल्म की प्रीमियर के लिए सीधा
Directly
जेल से आ रहे हैं। जी हाँ, इंटरनेशनल क्रिमिनल 30 मार खां की बात हो रही है। आज आपको स्पेशल परमिशन मिली है अपनी फिल्म की प्रीमियर पे आने के लिए। आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है क्योंकि आज 2 चीज रिलीज होने वाली है।
2 चीजें?
जी हाँ, मेरी फिल्म और दूसरा मैं। मतलब ये कि उगता हुआ सूरज और भागता हुआ 30 मार खां दोनों कभी किसी के हाथ नहीं आते।
So confident. It will be shocking if this is a good film.
How long is it going to be? It's going to be a whole bunch of jumbled shots all stitched together. Like I said.
What is this?
मैं ट्राई करती हूँ। You dirty dog! Where is the गरीब हिंदुस्तानी's खून पसीने का money?
She's like, yeah, what a performance. Heck yeah. What?
Jeez,
Wow,
who's
he's
that?
Really digging in there.
वाह, क्या फिल्म?
Yeah, film it. What was that? Oof. They were just happy that they were all in a film together.
Yep.
Wow, what a piece of art! क्या फिल्म है? ये तो फ्रेंच सिनेमा है। फिल्म को तो ऑस्कर में जाना चाहिए।
ऑस्कर क्या होता है?
कहाँ है इस फिल्म के डायरेक्टर? मुझे उनके पैर छूने हैं।
Wow. That is the ultimate, like,
ये फिर से भाग गया?
escape artist act.
अरे सर,
What?
What?
That's their plane. They're the Siamese twin plane.
ये पैसा
Party time!
Oh.
तुम बच कैसे गए? ऐसे
शातिर मुजरिम 30 मार खा 26वीं बार पुलिस की हिरासत से फरार।
26th time.
मैं तुम्हें तुम्हारी गलती सुधारने का एक मौका दे सकता हूँ। अगर तुम लोग मेरा हिस्सा मुझे वापस लौटा दो तो।
हिस्सा अभी देते हैं।
It's burger and soda.
Yep.
क्या बेवकूफी है? सरप्राइज! अब जॉइंट अकाउंट हमने ये सोचा है कि हम तुम्हारा पैसा और प्ले
Joint account.
कब्जा करते हैं।
Joint, I gave him a new name.
यस बॉस, प्लेन संभाल।
Find the plane.
के लिए एक पैराशूट मिला है मुझे, इसे पहनो और तुम दोनों कूद जाओ। जाओ जल्दी जल्दी, फास्ट फास्ट।
He's joking.
ओके, गो 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 गो, बाय बाय।
Oh, it's got two.
कुत्ते के मुंह से हड्डी और 30 मार खा की नोटों की गड्डी, दोनों छीनना बेकार, impossible.
Oh, does he get his Oscar?
Category is the Best Actors Award.
Like, the Oscar's like, oh, hey. There you go.
The award goes to my friend from India, Akshay Kapoor.
Drops him. Uh-oh. They look like they're stuck in a tree.
Aw.
Uh-oh.
They got a happy ending, too.
Oh! Oh, this is kind of their carpet thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know, Farah Khan.
Yeah.
she's-
Yeah.
Like, she does these sort of things at the end of her movies.
Even the accountants. Mm-hmm. He was very busy.
Yes.
He had multiple hats, man.
Yes, he did. Oh, there she is. Oh, I love that he gave it to her. That's awesome. And she's like, get out. This is my spotlight. His wife.
Yeah.
Oh, what? He's like, sorry, I took them all. They ran out. She's so funny. So, what'd you think?
Well, it was very, what's the right, unrealistic in lots of ways, but it was fun.
They definitely didn't try to be realistic. That's
Yeah.
the thing. They were making commentary, satire on the film industry, on like basically the whole film industry.
Right.
There's so much
Right.
going on there that they're making comedy about all of it.
Yeah, so there was that. I like there were lots of little hidden jokes and little things that were coming up so it kept it moving along. There were parts that felt a little slow, but overall I thought the comedy was pretty good, and you just start, as I think I said at one point, you know, this is just so crazy, it just might work, sort of thing. And you get enough momentum, and it kind of appeals to that whole thing of where often you can get enough momentum if you have enough vision or kind of fanatic leadership, that you can get people to do something crazy that they become blind to it all. And I like I like the assistant who's like going, I think something's wrong here. I think something's wrong here. He was the doubting Thomas of the whole entire.
He was the most realistic person
Exactly.
because it was almost like he would be someone that would be like from our. If this was like some alternate universe or
Right,
something,
right,
he'd be from here and he'd be going there and he's like, how is everyone falling
really
for
for
this?
this.
This is ridiculous,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And so, but everyone else was drinking the Kool-Aid as it is.
Yep.
But him, he's the one that's just like.
He was like, I'm double checking and I'm triple checking, and this is not checking.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you know, it just showed that, you know, everybody has a dream, and sometimes, you know, it's a matter of you can chase your own dream a little bit, because they were chasing after the gold and the money and everything for somebody else. But on the way, they were also making other people's dreams and kind of visions and, you know, ideas of grandeur happen. I mean, the actor who wanted an Oscar, you know, the village who got back their kids, you know, you can do a lot of good, you know, along the way, even though, you know, and it did kind of have that whole backwards kind of Robin Hood, and it was perchance Robin Hood. I'm giving back to, you know, to the village here and everything.
But it wasn't his whole cut.
No.
He's like, it's coming out of my cut. Like, it was part of it, but it wasn't like his whole cut.
Yeah.
And then, but the proceeds from the movie would, he's like, yeah, give it all to them.
Yeah.
So that's
Well, it
pretty
was
great.
about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I thought it was a good satire, a good spoof, because it just shows that people, as you said, go blind when they're presented this, and so much that you could be taken advantage of super easily. You know, and so is the film industry as a whole taking advantage of people going in and showing these signs of grandeur that they're going to do anything, because when they got there, they don't get paid. They didn't even think they were getting paid.
Yeah.
No one was thinking they were going to get paid. They're just going in there and
it's just like, hey,
doing
I'm going to
free
be
labor.
Yeah,
for the,
free
for
labor.
the
I'm
movie.
going to be in the movie, and
Yeah.
you know, and you know, I'm not, I mean, I didn't even see if they were feeding them or anything. You know, the craft table or anything like that. You know, so it and you know, and you even saw it where people that should be very, very suspicious, the local law. I mean, he fell for it as soon as he hooked him on what really intrigued him.
Well, yeah, the film. Because it's like this giant industry that keeps people like hoping that one day that they're going to be spotted. I mean, you know, you go to a random village and then like take advantage of them just by giving them promises of hopes and dreams and stuff. So, and then on the acting community as a whole, for the actors and whatnot, this guy just being so obsessed with getting an Oscar, like that's what makes a good actor, really? No, because there's been so, like, Oscars are so political, and they never really, like, in my opinion, they hardly ever go to the actual person who deserves them. And it's just like, you know, like, what mood or political stance is everyone trying to do this year, or something like that, right? And so chasing something like that is just some status title thing that doesn't actually mean a lot, you know. But for him, it did, and but he just, that is what pushed him forward. And then even so, actress on the other hand was kind of the same way, but not really just the glitz and glamour of it all. Not actually wanting to be a good actress, but trying to like go there just to be in front of a camera to look beautiful, and it's all about makeup and
to being seen, and being thought of as beautiful and fanciful and all that sort of stuff. So and so she had her entourage and everything that all fit into that whole idea of what she wanted, and
So I think it's taking a hard look and making things super exaggerated as satire to basically make commentary about the film industry, which I think they did a good job at. And Akshay Kumar being the Houdini of, you know, escaping.
I think he did a really good job. Again, he always has that comic element to him, and that whole think on the fly as well as con man sort of element that you just like. You could be deceived by him easily. I mean, you know, so I think he did the part really, really well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The music was very catchy. There were at least 2 songs.
Yeah.
One that I told you about before we watched the movie. That was just like a countrywide phenomenon that just you couldn't escape it. That song is everywhere. Still to this day, I hear the song regularly. You cannot escape. This song will forever be present. I don't know. It's just there's something very catchy about it. The beat is really good. The lyrics are funny, and you know, so it's a good song. And there were other good ones in there too. So that was good. So the story was I did read that this was based, and they even got legal permission to use the story of a 1966, I think it was 1966 movie. That they based the story on. So the story is a like kind of like their own version of that from an old 1966, I think like some Hollywood movie. But this one, I don't know. It felt there were times that I was just like, okay, when the train got delayed, I was actually like almost audibly like disappointed because the timing like was going really well, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well here comes the train, and I was like, okay, cool, this is the morning the train is gonna come, and then they're like, no, it's gonna be a week, and I'm like, oh man, crap.
And
like
and
that's what I was like building up for.
And I had kind of been thinking, what happens if the train doesn't come? Because it's like you know, and then we found out how they were finding out how the train was coming, because I'm like going, this isn't going to be like on a scheduled train. This is going to be done on the covert and everything. And so you got to have an inside man and everything. And of course, they're going to probably change that a couple of times. That's usually what they do on these sorts of things. And they even change routes. Now, I'm sure that maybe they couldn't have changed the route because of the route that they wanted to use, so forth, and probably didn't want to go through certain areas where it could even be even more lucrative to do that. But I was like going, it's gonna be delayed or something. And then as it was, it even came a little bit earlier than the week. Then you know.
Then I was like pretty happy because then I was like, okay, pacing back on track.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. It's like
back on track.
You know, because it was like that was kind of what the story was about. But then it shifted during that time, and it wasn't really like. Then I started thinking maybe they're going to do a character arc with him to get him more like grounded and stuff like that, to see more of the village. But they did in a way, because then when they were leaving, the only reason he really got caught is because he tried to give back to the village. Right. But in a way that almost says you shouldn't have tried to give back to the village, like, because that's how you got caught. So if you would have just like every man for himself and just got the heck out of there, you would have been totally fine.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
somehow or another, I don't think that getting caught for him is that big of a deal, because
he just
gets out super easy. And so, and it's that vibrato thing that he has where he's like, you know, what was it? You can't keep me. You can't keep me. You know. So and it's futile. So I think, okay, all right. You know.
Dono bekar hai.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, it's like no biggie. So I don't even think he thought of that as a loss, so to speak. It was just all part of the journey for him. Yeah. And I do think that he did have a little bit of a shift. You know, when he suddenly saw. You know, when the village basically said, "Here, we're giving you money."
Well, yeah, I think that'd affect anybody. Like, you'd have to be like a stone cold monster for that not to affect you.
Yeah. Especially since the kids were involved and the village just was like, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah. Well, and handing the money over, that they, that's the thing, is like for them saying like, hey, we put all this money together, here you go, and here he's looting the village, taking advantage of the village, and he's like, oh man, and they're wanting to give, like, reward me for this? That's dark, man. Yeah. So anyway, but I thought that the overall story was nice, could have been good. There were definitely some really funny parts that was, you know, kind of highlights in a way. I thought Akshay Khanna was a really funny character. I think it all worked. The acting was good. I just think that maybe the story and the pacing wasn't quite there for me. And maybe there were a lot more references that we definitely didn't get.
I think there were, like, I really wanted to know what the whole deal was with the guard at the bank who never ever moved. I think he's dead. You know, is that is an inside joke of some sort, and I don't know what it's about. Okay,
Maybe it's a
maybe it's
that,
an allusion to another movie or
security
something.
guards. I mean,
Or
my
maybe-
security guard, when I lived in India and I had a security guard outside the gate, I mean, I would always find them sleeping. So I don't know if it's a thing, if that's like the thing that they're saying, but he would be sleeping
It's
all
a
the
stereotype.
time. Maybe that guards just fall asleep on duty. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
They run multiple jobs and they have to sleep
Yeah.
during the day while they're on duty or whatever.
I don't know. Anyway, this was the poll winner, so if you voted, thank you so much.
Yep.
But we do have to rate it before we sign off. So what are you going to rate this?
I am going to give this a 7. So I thought overall it kept me interested. Not watchable again. Not sure. I
Not
would-
watchable again.
no, I'm not sure I would watch it again. But I thought that the acting was really good, and it's one of those where I think all of the main characters really played their roles really well. And sometimes that's really hard for actors who are used to maybe bigger roles and more specific and gathered roles or complete roles. These were roles that I'm like, you're really going to have to overact this role.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
and so.
And you have to be a good actor to be overacting convincingly and not have it be cringy.
Yep.
And it was like, for me, it was like borderline. Some of them did it very well. Others that I was like, no, this is still cringy. Even though you're doing it on purpose, it's still very cringy. And you know, it doesn't play well.
Yeah.
So for me, for that reason, I mean, the pacing was really important for me. Like when I watch a movie, like I don't really want to feel like, oh, I want this to be over quicker. Like when I'm watching a movie, you know, it's like I don't even want to think about time when I'm watching a movie.
Right.
And this one, like a couple of times, I'm like, oh, I wonder how much we have left to go. But there were definitely highlights, and that's the thing about it, is like there were parts that I think is funny. So if I watch this movie in like more like highlight pinpoints, like where it was like, oh, we're gonna like cut this down from like a 2-hour and like 15-minute movie, whatever it is, down to like 30 minutes, and it's just gonna be all the funny parts like cut together, I think that would be really funny and fun to watch. But here, to watch the full thing, I just don't think that the pacing was there for me. And even though like I thought some of the acting was really good and they did a good job, but then others were just like over the top, which I didn't think played well over the top. The ones that really did was I thought Akshay Khanna's over the topness was good, and that one felt like really good, really funny to watch him.
Yeah,
and I was
you're
just
like, oh, dude, you're
like,
giving
this
these
is-
great things, and it's like, it's all fake, dude. It's all fake.
Yeah. Yeah. There were times that Katrina Kaif's character was like good in the over the top and it was funny and comical, then it just maybe got old by the end of it. So then I was like, wait, you're just doing the same thing over and over again, which maybe that is her character. I don't know.
Yeah.
But in the beginning it was kind of funny, and then it just kind of like, oh, okay, like petered out for me a little bit. Akshay Kumar, start to finish, he was funny. I could listen to his delivery. He's kind of like one of those like Parashawal, right?
Yeah,
where it's like comedy king, where like your line delivery is just snappy and on point.
Yeah, and you have to really listen to what he's saying, because often he's saying other things that are funny in themselves, and the way he says it, or the way he looks as he says it, or something like that. Yeah.
Well, it's all, and I can point to a specific time that I really liked, and these are those like little like small things. But it's all about timing, where he's turning around, he's like, yeah, go attack him, you know, when he's on the phone, and then he turns, and then he's like, he sees the gun, and he's like, oh my gosh, you have a gun. And he's like, wait, don't attack it, you know?
Right.
It's like, yeah, but the thing is, right before that, so he turns and he sees, and he's like, he almost does a double take. He's like, oh, like, I forgot what he says. He's like, oh crap, he's got a gun, or something like that. He's like, don't attack him, you know? But that real quick look, and it was like a double thing, and that is about that line delivery and like the how quickly he does it, and it's so convincing, like, oh yeah, that was like so believable.
Yeah.
So those things from start to finish for me made it very enjoyable for those things. Obviously it had a really awesome song that I like. I don't know how many people admit they actually like the song, especially if they're around in the country and like old enough to just hear it every single day for like people playing it on repeat. But I'm gonna go with probably a 6, just because I definitely, I mean, I would say it'd need to be a lot cut up and shorter. And
You know,
pacing
as you were
things.
talking about that, I was like remembering they have those things where, like when there are speakers giving a speech, they have engagement dials, and the person says, I'm agreeing with him or I'm not agreeing, and it's in real time, and they do these measured graphs and everything. Maybe we should get some of those ourselves and idea a movie like that. That could be interesting, I think.
Okay. I don't know what that means. But, all right. Well, thank you so much for following along with us. And let us know in the comments, what did you think? Did you see this one in theaters? Did you have this song, My Name is Sheila, Sheila Ki Jawani, stuck in your head for days on end? Because I certainly did. And I probably will for the next few days after watching this. So definitely let us know in the comments, what did you think? What would you rate it? And give us some suggestions for the next movie that we should watch. Also, if you didn't vote, please make sure you're voting in the next poll. We appreciate your input, and
Absolutely.
We'd like to hear what you think. If you haven't yet and you like these videos, then please be sure to subscribe, share, a like button पर थप्पड़ मारो.